Okay, so in this video we will be adding damaging to our player and to our card, right? So let's first of all allow the player to damage the card. For that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna open up the guard script, and right down below we're gonna create a public method, right? So public void, name this as character hit damage. This will take a float as a parameter by the name of take damage. Alright, then when the character takes a damage, for example, we're gonna set its radius to 155 so that it sees from which direction it get fired from. We're gonna set these alert to true because, as I told you, in our guard AI, whenever we damage the guard from anywhere, we will let the guard know that someone is shooting you. Alright, then we're gonna set the present health to minus equals to take damage. So whatever value we pass to damage, that value will be minus from the present health. Then we're gonna say if the present health becomes less than or equals to 0, it means the guard player dies. So we're gonna play the die animation. So for that we're gonna say animator.setPool die, set it to true. And then we're gonna call another method by the name of character die. And now let's create this character die method. So right down below we're gonna say void character die. In this, when the character die, we don't want the character to move then, so current moving speed will be then equals to 0. We don't want the character to shoot, so shooting range will be 0. And then what we're gonna do is when the character die, we want the player to uh, pick up the guard and move the guard somewhere, okay, or hide the dead body of the guard. So we're gonna do that right here, that hide guard body. But for now we will not be doing it, so we will just leave a comment, and then after this what we're gonna do, we will say this dot enabled equals to false. This means that it will enable this guard script. Alright, and we will also disable the UI of the guard, but for now we will just leave a comment as I told you. That is it. Now let's pass a value to this character hit damage from our shooting controller, okay? So in the shoot method right here, right after this, we will say guard card equals to hit dot transform dot get component card. So what this means that whatever we hit, as you know, that is stored inside this hit. So if this hit, if something in this hit has the guard script, then what we want to do, we want to apply damage to it. So if the guard script is attached, which means that if it is not null, then what we want to do, we will say guard dot character hit damage. We want to call that method, and as you know, it needs a parameter, so that to that parameter we will pass give damage of, and as you know, give damage of is 5. So we will give damage of 5 to the guard, and 5 will be decrease from the guard health. As you can see right here, we decrease it from the present health of the guard. And after that we want to show the blood effect, but for now we don't have, so we will not do that. And also whenever we kills any guard, and if there is any guard nearby and sees the dead body, then we want to alert the guard. But for now we don't have that, so we will just leave this as it is. And also we want to play the shooting sound, so we will leave a comment as well for that. And that is it. So now we will be able to damage the guard. Alright, you can go ahead and test it out. But now, before testing it out, I will allow the guard to damage the player now. So in order to do that, you just need to copy this whole thing from here and click on player movement, scroll down, paste it, and let's remove this. And right here we will just say debug.log player died. Okay, because for now we don't want to delete the player or anything, we just want to show that yes, the player died. And we will leave this method as it is. It will take a parameter, and we need to remove this and this, and we don't have the health for the player, so let's add variables for that as well. So if you scroll up right from here, we just gonna copy these two, click on player movement, get back right here, and let's do it right here on the top, paste it, and when you paste it, set the present health to 100. Okay, and now in the start or in the awake, present health will be equals to the character health. That's it. And then the present health will be decreased by the take damage, and when it does, we don't want to play this animation as well, we just want to call the player character die method. Alright, now let's pass a value to this take damage from our guard shooting area. So when the guard shoot right here, we will first of all search for the player movement script. So player movement, name it as player equals to hit dot get component player movement, and if the player is not null, then we will say player dot character hit damage and pass the damage value. What is its name? Give damage of, which is 3. So pass give damage of right there, and we will show blur effect, but not right now, so we will just leave a comment. Okay, right here make sure that you type hit dot transform dot get component, and when you do that, get back right here. Alright, present health, and let's check the present health of the player. Here it is. Let's play the game and see if the present health gets 100 or not. Okay, it is 100. If we click on the guard, set is alert to true. Now the guard is hitting the player, and if you check the present health, as you can see, the present health of the player is decreasing. And for example, if we select the guard, pick out any rifle, okay, try to shoot, as you can see, the guard health is also decreasing. And for example, if we kill the guard, as you can see, the guard dies and the guard can no longer damage us, and also the guard can't move because the guard script is deactivated. Right, now as you can see, here it is, this is the guard right here. So we can damage the guard can damage us, and we can kill the guard, and the guard can also kill the player. Now in the next video, what we want to do is whenever we kill the guard like this, we want to add a pickup system in it, okay, so that we can pick up the guard from here, and then we can move the guard around and then drop it anywhere we want. Alright, so we will be doing that in the upcoming videos.